$39,456
I'll second that.
for the roads listed.
I have a motion by Josh, a second by Carl. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those against? Okay. Carl seconded. Okay. And
Chase didn't say no.
Chase didn't say anything. Chase was silent. For the change. All right, that's number 8. Number 9, action on what to do with the hydraulic saw that was on the bucket truck. Do I know about this?
Probably not, because we,
No, when it's the buckets like stuff for
Oh,
sale,
right.
we didn't,
This one.
we don't have.
Yep.
I'd recommend later on putting that on the website too,
Okay,
if they don't have a need for it.
at the last meeting, we were worried that bucket truck would go too cheap, and that saw it's fairly new, and
So we'll
we
hang on
want
to
to make
that.
sure that's kind of separate.
okay.
That saw is probably worth more than a truck.
So we're gonna just hold on to it for a while, see if we need it?
Yeah, if they can hook it up to one of their units somewhere somehow, which I don't know if they can.
You could, they would work on the front both trucks.
I don't know where they.
Those new Milwaukee saws, you can't beat them.
I was gonna say, you guys just got a new Milwaukee.
You know
saw.
what?
What's the, how many gallons per minute does that saw need to run?
I wanna say you can go as low as 800.
No,
It's just the higher gallons per minute, the faster the change speed is. You could run pretty low if you don't have something that can handle it, but, or anything would handle it really.
Because the front of the patrol truck wouldn't be 800 gallons.
No.
I don't think that saw is 800 gallons a minute.
Wait,
They're probably looking at 8 gallons a minute, probably somewhere in that neighborhood.
where does this saw go? What is it?
This is a hydraulic.
It connected to the hydraulics when you're up in the boom.
On the boom truck?
Yeah,
Okay,
When
okay,
they were up cutting trees, the saw went right up with it.
yeah, cause you don't
Okay.
have to wait on the professional full saw.
okay, now I get it.
That's the biggest convenience, is no wait.
Would that run off PTO of PTO pump on the back of a tractor?
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, you could use it on any piece of equipment that has hydraulic.
Okay.
But then you're also gonna be carrying around 40, 50 feet of hydraulic hose with
Right.
it too, to run it.
So you just wanna keep it and see if you need it, and then put it up for sale if we don't?
Yeah,
Okay,
that works.
I'm okay with that.
How long have we had the bucket truck?
How long?
Probably like 6 years, 5 years.
So 5 probably, yeah, 5 years
It's been 5
I
years
would
already.
think.
at least, yeah.
Joe
So
Palm.
before
And he's been out of here for 5 years, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know.
4 years,
No, he hasn't been gone
No.
for 5 yet, but
4.
So,
It was 5 to 6 years ago.
So we just didn't use it enough to justify keeping it? Is that?
Well, we don't have a bucket truck anymore, so.
One
Well, I
other
mean,
thing,
that's what I'm asking about the bucket truck.
yeah,
The bucket truck's-
the other part of the bucket truck, you have to get that boom
Inspect.
inspected.
Yeah.
I think you have to do
It was more of a liability than anything else.
And that boom has never actually been inspected since we got it. And
Yeah.
actually by OSHA regulations, it's every year it must be certified.
well, then that's a good thing we're getting rid of.
And did you get a price on what it costs to inspect the boom?
No, but I know what the county is. It's pretty, the county has somebody come and do theirs, and it's similar. It's pretty expensive.
If a guy rented,
And the other thing, Josh, this is pretty old. I can't imagine what it would be.
yeah, a little chafing the hoses, oh, that's gotta be changed.
Yeah.
If a guy rented or borrowed a bucket truck from another municipality, you could still use that saw hooked up to their equipment, correct?
You could,
Probably could.
yeah.
Do all those bucket trucks usually have the fittings for them?
Most do,
Most bucket trucks have the,
yeah.
have the tooling capability. in the bucket.
I feel like a deer in headlights.
We got it.
It's outside my room.
That's all right.
Okay.
One other thing, as long as we're on equipment, Vermeer and who's the other one on the chipper?
Vermeer and, the wood,
Anyway, they had,
beaver.
we've been in touch with them. We're still working on getting a machine in to demo, a used one. The one we did have our eye on, obvious, they still have it, but they won't sell it to us.
Yeah, they're trying to hide it.
So we're still working on that.
Is that one of those businesses that sells, that advertise something really low and then when you get there, they,
Could be. That's why we're looking at Vermeer too.
okay. Good. Check out other places. All right.
So the action on number 9 is to hang on to that saw for now.
Yes. You guys okay with
No
that?
action.
No
No
action.
action.
Our action is no
The action
action.
is none.
Okay. So we, tabled 11, 10 was,
Tonight,
denied, and we're going on to 12. The plat for CNC Acres for Courtney Goodwin, that is a subdivision plat, and that's just subdividing 40 acres down to
For the flag lots.
the flag lots. Well, this is what it looks like. This is on Bell Road. This one we don't notice because it's not a rezoning. It's just how this guy is dividing up the lots. So these lots turn out to be 5 acres.
Yep,
Each of them are 5.
5.02, 5.03, 5.05.
So
How do you read it?
I'll show you where they are.
Squint a little bit. Hold
So-
on.
Wow.
This is what we talked about earlier, these 4 40s here. So this one is the one underneath the first 2.
Yep.
Okay? Am I right? Yes.
No.
I'm right.
Because we only talked about 340s. You said.
Oh,
440s.
it's
Oh,
4.
yeah, one they didn't want to rezone.
These guys get it.
everything seems to meet our standards on
Yep.
this.
Yeah.
I would like to make one comment though. With making those driveways 75 foot in length, I know the whole idea was to dissuade them from flag lots, but we're actually making that worse. We're
I
making
know.
it so that front lot has to be narrower and longer. And you're making that flag lot worse. I really don't understand the 75 foot rule for that.
What's coming into play though, Chase, is the county has disallowed easements. And it used to allow easements and now they're actually following their own zoning. So
Well, I
they're
understand that, but
adhering,
the rule before the 75 was 33 foot, which
Yes.
is plenty wide to put a decent driveway in. It doesn't narrow up the front lots nearly as much, making them shorter. We're creating
what
longer driveways with smaller flag lots back there.
but
Kind
they're,
of defeats the whole purpose.
that 33 feet has now changed to 75. And the theory behind that, if I have this correct from the plan commission, was that now the driveway has to be 14 feet wide. I'm almost positive it's
Wide
14.
enough to accommodate emergency.
Emergency equipment, because what happened is we ran into Billy Joe. There was a house fire out off from,
Well, I think, wasn't
was it off from Bell?
Oh, when we had to drive back to
Yeah,
his house and
when-
we all got stuck?
Yeah, when y'all got,
That was a nightmare.
yeah. And that's what prompted this whole,
I can understand that, but I mean, 33 foot is still, quite frankly, people are still gonna put in a 10-foot driveway and have it too narrow for stuff, even with 75 foot. It's a matter of
But
turning it
then-
back to your lines.
but then we have a response saying, you know, in our ordinance, it said it should be 14 feet. Our emergency vehicles aren't going back there because somebody's gonna get hurt and they can't get out. So we have an out, I guess is what I'm saying. You always want to protect your butt. and
I
that's what
understand
we would be
that. I
doing.
just don't understand where 75 foot plays.
Also the 75 foot, the driveway has to be 15 feet off the lot line.
Yes,
So you gotta have 15 feet on each side of the lot line.
Again, that was a rule that was added specifically to
Correct.
try to dissuade flag lots, which
But
we're now
it's-
making worse.
it?
That's my
The
comment.
15 foot off the lot line was because we had 2 flag lots
They were
where the
right-
driveways were right next to each other.
Yeah.
And whoever plowed their driveway second was better than the first one. So
That's a
neither
fact.
one would plow their driveway because this one would plow it into that one and that one would plow into that one. So we made the distance so they could each plow to the lot line.
outsides, yeah.
So at 33 foot, if we want a 14-foot lane, you can still say it's gonna be 9 foot off the edge,
Yeah,
and
just, yeah.
which is plenty to pile up snow when you plow. like I said, I'm just making comment, we're making
Yeah.
this worse by doing this, we're just making those front lots longer.
Comment noted.
People are going to make flag lots whether we want them to or not. And I don't know.
My response to that, Chase, is go to the plan commission and tell them your concerns.
Well, I have, but we have 2 plan commission members here though, so I guess,
We do?
yeah, Josh and
Oh, Dan.
Dan.
Sorry, Dan.
But I understand the intent. I just think it actually is working against the intent. So that's my comment. Otherwise, I will make a motion to approve this plan.
Okay.
And add in whatever parcel number, whatever that needs to be.
Okay, I have a motion by Chase to approve the plat for Courtney Goodwin for parcel number 1800492, so named CMC Acres.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion by Chase and second by Josh. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those against? Okay. All right. That was not a tough sell. That was okay. All right, revision to the mobile home ordinance. Federal law has come into play for, updating our building codes. So we'll start with the, mobile home ordinance because that's the one that was so out of sync. And that's probably, I'm gonna take it back to probably be my fault. Because back when I was asked to revisit the mobile home ordinance and kind of separate it out, take out the old language, I did that, but I never knew that they had passed some new laws in between the time that I was a building inspector and the time this has come forward. So I incorporated some new building code into this ordinance, sent it to the attorney. The attorney sent it back with the revisions that you see, the notes that you see. I took those notes and I incorporated them into the new ordinance, but the attorney has asked that she be allowed to have the opportunity to revisit the whole ordinance, not just the building code part of it. So this is a temporary fix until she has time to revisit the whole ordinance. So
I have 2 concerns on this, and I gotta find the first one. There was a note in here that was changed that on residential, must be a residential lot.
where is that?
I'll be honest, I don't remember now. I read through it several times.
So the federal code says that anywhere a dwelling is to be placed, any kind of housing can be placed.
Well, with our zoning, we consider rural preservation residential, correct?
Sure.
Well, that's, I mean,
Yes.
by this it's
We
saying
allow
residential.
We allow residential in.
And I just want to make sure I'm understanding
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that's the case.
Yes, that is the case.
And then under the residential dwelling design standards, this is those standards are only in pertaining to manufactured homes, correct?
No, they will pertain to all dwellings.
Then I have a concern about that, the length to width, no greater than 5 to 2. Because we've got several houses that are built 30 by 60 with a garage off the end, and 30 by 60 with a garage off the end will get greater than that 5 to 2. And that's a standard built house. And we're limiting anything that we can have
30 by 60.
30 by 60 and add a 30-foot garage on the side.
The garage doesn't count.
Garage doesn't count on there?
No,
Okay.
no, the garage doesn't count as, where did I see that?
Right here. Attached garages, carports, and open decks shall not be included in the measurement.
Okay. All right.
Is that what you were referring to?
Yes.
Okay.
We are also then stating that nobody can have a house designed, whether it's stick built or anything that is greater than that 5 to 2, correct?
Correct.
I'm not sure I agree with that, because if we put that stipulation in, that really limits what people can build. I've seen some very modern looking houses that do not fit that spec. That
Well,
look very nice.
So you realize this is an ordinance and all ordinances are subject to coming in and ask for a variance or an exception or a.
And what we've told them in the past is that,
Well, what you tell them is one thing, but what the state statute says is another. So. What do you suggest? Okay. To be honest, I pulled that from other ordinances from other municipalities.
right. To be honest, I don't know exactly what I suggest, but I just know thinking about that 5-2 rule,
Okay.
and I do a lot of driving with my
Yeah,
work. I cover 7 counties. So I do a lot of driving. I've seen how, and there's a lot of actually very nice looking creative houses out there. And you're limiting the possibility of putting something up that would look nice. And maybe they want that for a specific reason. You're limiting the ability. So basically we're telling them we want the exact same looking house. We're turning them into.
But our building
giant
code
subdivision.
does say that we don't, I didn't bring a copy with me, we don't want to limit, and so does the state statute, says we don't want to limit imagination.
Okay.
They can come forward with something that's unique. And I did think about that because if you'll note on County Trunk Z, there is a house that it's maybe 12 foot wide and it's maybe 40 feet long and it's 2-story, but it's right on the river
Oh, yeah.
and it's all glass on one
Yeah.
side. I mean, it's beautiful, but it has a place and it was built for that reason. I mean, that would
Right.
be an exception. And we would entertain things like that. I mean, that's unique. I mean, an ordinance is like a law. There's exceptions to all laws. Oh, Brian, he's a police officer. He's giving me the evil eye.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Brian?
Exception to the law.
Well, there's
Well-
not exceptions, there's this gray area.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I personally don't like the 5-2 being in there. I understand why it's in there. I do, but I don't. I think it will limit stuff moving forward. And to be honest, we are in a bit of a building boom right now. We're getting a lot of lots broke off.
Yep.
The reason for the 5-2 is
I think it was to try to limit single wides.
to limit the type of thing. Or restrict the type of thing.
To guide the dwelling sizes and structure aesthetics of the town.
Chase had a good point there.
Thanks.
I don't know. I think we're limiting a lot there. And
Well, like I said, this is
Something that.
This is just to be on the books for now. She is reviewing the whole ordinance, but it couldn't be done in 3 days, like I had requested her to do this. So this is the best you get for 3 days. An attorney and a zoning administrator.
I'd like to see it put in place sooner than later, and we can always adjust it after the.
problem, we never seem to get back and adjust a lot of these things. They get thrown in and then we tend to. not
I
touch
don't
them.
agree with that.
The question I have is, if you read A, how can it be in
Where are you?
okay, section 8, page 9, start of the yellow.
No mobile home. The definition for that type of home has actually changed to manufactured home. Anything what was before 1970, whatever, 76 was a mobile home. Anything after that has to be built to different design standards. It's now a manufactured. That's where the difference is there. That's why.
Very good, Chase.
That answers
Yeah.
why, that answers
I
my question
know.
about that there then.
I didn't. Didn't know I drilled that in your heads good enough. That's good. Yeah,
That was my question, actually. Thanks for answering that.
yeah,
Straightened
really
out.
good.
So, and that's why B down there says no manufacturer.
Okay.
So that's addressing that we're not going to take something that was to a lesser standard. And we also have a rule in here of no more than 10 years old, I believe.
Yes, 10 years
I was
old.
reading it. So that would essentially eliminate that in the first place. So that's really a rule that's
Right.
Redundant?
Yeah.
Well,
What is actually a normal home? Say a 900 foot square, 900 foot home. Regular,
my house is 1,200 square feet.
okay.
And now, I don't know if that includes the garage. I bet you not.
That's living.
Yeah, so, so my house is 30 by 40. So, irregardless of the garage. But it's a tiny little house. Coming from Bell Road over to Ranger was really not my best interest.
I just wonder
Well-
if we can reduce that down, maybe.
Is that something that you wanna,
Wait.
talk to the attorney about for the next revision? Or is it something you just want to not put in there, or what do you wanna do? It's up to you guys. But we gotta do something.
how long is this? Well, I don't know. I'll make a motion to accept the changes laid out in front of us with taking out the 5:2 ratio. You guys can either agree or disagree, but I'll make that motion.
Okay, I got a motion by Chase. Do I have a second to accept the revisions of the mobile home ordinance, removing the language, the ratio of the dwelling length to its width shall be no greater than 5:2? I need a second, or the motion dies. Calling for a second once? Twice?
I'm gonna second.
Okay. I have a motion.
Discussion?
I have a motion by Chase and a second by Carl. Do we have a discussion?
So what is in red is from the attorney, or what is in yellow is from the attorney?
What is in yellow is from the attorney after reviewing what I wrote in red. And then with her addition.
And then she's gonna review it again.
And then she's gonna review it again, the old language, along with the new language. The whole ordinance she will review, because the ordinance was wrote in, I don't wanna say, Dan, plug your ears. Back in Dan's time. So,
Can we take it to the plan commission maybe?
it already went to the plan, oh, you mean the whole thing?
Can we get it on the agenda for next plan commission to review it if we do pass it?
Sure.
Well, if we pass it,
Well,
it doesn't have to. right?
If we pass it, the only thing, what we're passing tonight is this.
This.
I'm
right.
telling you after talking to the attorney today, that this is not the end.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. And I have never known us to not follow up on reviewing an ordinance case. I think we've done really good at following through with what we have said we were going to do. But you
We
have
tend to
your-
follow up on ordinances when something becomes an issue to add restrictions. I don't know that we generally go through and we just go through to reassess that. Yeah, that 5:2 isn't really where we tend to just add restrictions to them, I guess is what I've noticed.
All right, then I have a suggestion. If you want to talk to our attorney to review the manufactured home ordinance, you can follow through with it. Instead of me doing
I can.
it. Okay. Would that make you happier? I'm all about making you happy, Chase.
I don't know what that figure should be though.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not,
either. I think striking number 6 in section C is just,
For the time being.
well, until we.
again, we can revise this and bring it back forward and make changes.
Correct. That is
So-
correct. That is correct.
I guess we do have a motion and a second.
Yep.
If
And
we're
we
done
still
with
open to
discussion,
Discussion's done.
Okay, discussion's
Okay.
done. So I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those against? All right. So did you get that, Paulette? Scratch out that last sentence?
Yep.
So do you want me to follow up with the attorneys on any of this? Or, I mean,
I can, but it's up to you. If you feel more comfortable doing it, I'm.
the only concern with mine is, like I said, we're limiting design options for people that can actually look very nice. So
Okay,
that was my only concern. I wanted to eliminate, well, not necessarily
okay, I'll talk to
make
her.
an adjustment.
I will talk to her about the 5 to 2 and then
Okay.
I'll see what she comes back with.
All right.
That good?
Yep.
Okay. See, I can negotiate. Okay, going on to 14, business permit for moveless boutiques. Movers. Okay, so this is part of Peterson Movers, building. There's a little boutique in there and she's sent in for a business permit. However, Peterson Movers has not sent in for a business permit.
It's right here.
Yeah.
We do have one
They
for,
did not
Map.
send that back.
Ventures.
So that was what.
oh,
you
no,
had to
I
go
gave
through.
him one, but he wouldn't
Yep.
sign it.
And when I went in there before the last meeting, he was
He wouldn't sign.
fairly polite, but he was getting a little confrontational after.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what our ordinance says, that if he doesn't have a business permit, he doesn't operate a business, he gets fined. So, let's start with Moveless Boutique. We do have a business permit on the table for them. It looks like it's been filled out correctly.
I'll make a motion to approve the business permit for Moveless Boutique.
And I'll second.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Now let's move forward. Peterson Movers, same building, same parcel.
Now, there's no problem with having multiple businesses at one
No.
location, correct?
No, not at all.
Now, he originally was, off 52nd Street.
Yes,
Still is.
Okay. Where is his actual
now we have
office of operation?
right there on Highway 13 South. And this part is from Peterson Movers, but this is landscaping and now he has building. He's got portable buildings.
So we don't have anything for the landscaping either, because I thought we'd put a business permit through for the landscaping.
No, a sign permit.
Oh, a sign permit. That's what
And
we have.
this is
Okay.
my writing that I gave
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I made it so easy. All he had to do was sign it and bring it back. There was no fee, nothing. And the reason that we have these out there are if there's a police call, a fire call, an ambulance call to that site, they know what's going on that site. It has nothing to do with taxes or payments to the town or anything. It's all about safety.
Does he have a tax number?
I don't know that.
Technically, he doesn't need one. He can actually do it all off of his social security number.
For sales?
No. For sales
If
tax.
he's- if he's selling
seller's
gravel
tax,
or-
seller's tax.
Well, for the sales tax, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
he
that's
needs-
not our business.
But-
That's, all we care about is a stupid business permit. I'm not stupid. I take that back.
That's a Department of Revenue's problem.
But at this point in time, we've requested this 3 times. Do we take this to Brandon and issue a citation? Do we try one more time? What's your pleasure?
Guess here's my thought on that. I'd like to encourage him to do it.
sure.
I really don't want.
You tried.
Yeah. Well, I don't really want to find him if it's absolutely unnecessary. My suggestion would be that we make a motion to go ahead with the daily fines, but they will be up to 30 days worth will be forgiven.
May I try to reach him?
Yes.
I graduated with Mike. Let
Well-
me try.
Oh, I've known him all my life.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well, if we go that route, if he gets it in within the next 30 days, there'd be zero, whatever fines he would get. would be-
Dan,
Did he have a business permit on 52nd Street?
I do not know that. Only my clerk would know that.
Yeah, and off the top of my head, I did that.
I would hazard to guess no. Because the business permits came in after I opened my business. And we didn't go back and make people get them.
Well, I don't see any problem with his business.
So
I
Peter,
don't want
I
to
don't.
have any issues. I
Movers
just,
on 52nd would be like a grandfather business.
Yeah. Right.
well, but we
Well, no, we
still,
still
we
wanted
have an
business
ordinance
permit.
in that required
Yeah.
at a certain point for all current businesses at that time to get them.
He's also got U-Haul trailer.
Yeah, he does have that too.
Oh my goodness. Do I need to hear all this?
You
All right.
just close your eyes when you drive by?
I have tunnel vision. So it's either under Mike Peterson or Peterson Movers.
What is the daily fine?
There's a minimum and a maximum, I don't remember.
$100. I think it's $100.
Yes.
He's,
Oh,
he didn't sign it. I signed it. I can see my signature from
for
here.
the tree. But that's approved.
But it was approved.
That's approved.
For what location?
So, I mean, he had that, isn't that what he had said to someone that he did it once?
I don't know.
It's just,
What-
it's
where are you-
moving locations, cause this is the 9820
Well, what-
52nd
what-
Street.
Well, he does, he still has a business there. He has Peterson Movers. He moves houses.
Well, that's what this says is Peterson Movers is the
Yes,
name
but
of the
that's
business.
still the name of his business. But now over here, he has landscaping materials. Apparently he fills LP tanks. Apparently he sells buildings. And apparently, what else does he do that I didn't know? Yeah, I mean, we just want to know what's going on.
Oh, yeah, cause there's no sales and use tax number on this one either, but looking at this form,
Oh, we will.
you're not requesting that they sign it anyways. They just fill it out and just the town chair approves it, but there is no signature of the business owner on this form. Am I missing it?
No,
That's true.
I don't see one.
Because moveless
So,
doesn't have a signature.
so I should just fill them all out and let them go?
Well, I mean, yeah, cause if you know what it is, cause here you signed this one, he didn't sign it and he didn't put his sales and use tax number on here.
What does it say under a business permit application in our ordinance?
Okay. So, under the business permit ordinance here, it is a forfeit of not less than $50 and not more than $150 per day.
So does it say he has to apply? I mean, if that's the case, then good, I'll just put him in there.
The effective date is-
It says that town will send an appropriate form to all such business owners with a letter of explanation. No permit for such business will be denied unless a permit application has not been properly, appropriately completed and returned. Resident business owners of existing businesses will be required to return their application to the town clerk's office within 30 days, but it does not say anything for businesses that are established in the town after the effective date of this ordinance, which was July 3rd of 2019. A business permit must be obtained from the building inspector or clerk and returned to the town and approved at the town board before business operations commence. There will be no cost or fee associated. But it doesn't say anywhere that he has to sign anything.
Doesn't say sign it, but it does say he has to fill it out and return it.
The only thing we don't really have is his tax number,
Yeah.
because he's doing retail sales.
Yeah, but why do we need that? Why is that our business?
Be kind of between him and Department of Revenue.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Us.
That's not really our business. But in place of that, we should probably have his signature, the owner's signature.
I
Because,
agree with that. I mean,
yeah, I I really think that's more of the issue than having his sales number. Because I really don't care if he pays taxes or not, because I can't do nothing about it, and I don't want to get into that. So I think we just need to change the form to get his signature on there, being that it's mandated in our ordinance that he is the one who has to submit it.
You're gonna send the form out to all the other businesses then?
I think we have signatures on file. Can you check other ones to see if they've got
Well, it's
signatures?
the same form.
Yeah, it'd be the same form.
It's reading signatures, it's just that they
Mm-mm.
filled them out.
Well, oh yeah, because they didn't ask for signatures back then. It's just fill out the information
Yeah.
and then the chairman would sign it.
So it just gets sent in, and then it comes to the board, and the board says, yeah, we know he's doing business and we're okay. Even though the owner potentially didn't even,
Fill it out.
right,
Yeah. I mean, a permit tells me that you're asking to do a business here, which that should require a signature.
right. So Dan, I'm gonna go back to you. This was,
Anybody could fill it out.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Do you know how that came about?
That's exactly what happened.
Why it's not, doesn't have a signature on
Yeah, why the form didn't?
it? No, surprise to me, because
Yeah,
that was something that had to be signed.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the ordinance it says it has to be, but,
Well,
yeah,
didn't-
maybe.
No, it didn't. I didn't hear you say that. It had to be filled out by the.
Filled out and returned.
That's all it said.
By the owner, it said.
I don't
Yeah,
believe I signed mine.
Nope, I didn't sign mine either.
Who else is
I
gonna,
filled it out.
You signed yours?
But anybody, I mean, or his secretary could fill it out and send it back. Who knows who fills it out?
Right.
All
And
you're looking for.
And it
is
would-
the fact
it would
that
be
there's
acceptable if
business
she
at
did
that particular address.
you know what? There are two
Chase,
different
there's
forms in
another
this
one
form.
that you can investigate and redo.
well, yeah, I see two different forms, but neither one of them in here anyways.
Yes, they do,
You see a signature on yours?
right there.
So that is an old,
Yeah,
Where do you
that's
see
the
a-
old permit.
But where do you
But
see a
there's still
signature?
no signature for the person,
No, there's
the
not.
business.
Just
the
ask for the
chairman-
name.
Just the chairman's signature.
Yeah, because that's the one that Heidi filled out too for across the street.
The
So
one I filled out.
he has a business permit for the 52nd Street.
Mhm.
What he does?
Yeah, but
Well,
what's to say,
she filled it out.
what's to say that I don't just fill out a business permit for
Is-
Jack?
Is that? I mean, if we have a business with multiple locations in town, is it one business permit or is it?
It's per location.
But
I would
actually,
say.
if you look at the building, if you look at this, it does say, oh, no, not this one. The one that you just looked at right there, I think it says if there's another address also.
Well, this.
This
the
one
ones-
doesn't.
The ones that they filled out do.
Yeah, this one here that I'm looking
Says
at.
business address if different from owner.
Okay.
Right, but that's like if you
Oh,
live at a different address than where the business is at, not necessarily multiple.
where's Gotta Go? Let me look at Gotta Go.
And then another thing is, business permit or not, 52nd Street has been Peterson Movers forever, right?
Yeah,
Map Ventures LLC has not been around forever. Mike did that himself, where Peterson Movers was started
Map
prior
Ventures
to Mike.
is
This,
the one off the highway.
I believe so.
Okay, so we're talking a separate business from,
Well, I don't know. I think Mike has Map Ventures
what is that?
headquarters on 52nd Street with the business for selling
Well-
That
aggregate
is there.
on Highway 13.
Lorelei filled all this out. So
I understand
yeah,
that,
so-
but
So how this starts out, it says the town board of the town of Saratoga, Wood County, Wisconsin does hereby ordain a business permit ordinance. All businesses operating within the political boundaries of the town of Saratoga as of the effective date of this ordinance will be required to submit a business permit application. So the business has to submit the application. That's number one, right? The town will send the appropriate form to all such business owners with a letter of explanation, which was done. No permit for such business will be denied unless the business permit application has not been appropriately completed and returned. Resident business owners of existing businesses will be required to return their application to the town clerk's office within 30 days of the date in which it was sent.
I do notice here that you have a parcel number for his original, I'm assuming 52nd address. And so if this is what you sent him, he's looking at this parcel, it's a thought, it's already filled out. But now you have this, if different from the owner.
No, that's the mailing address up there in the first one. It says right up on top of his name, it says mailing address.
This parcel number?
Right there.
Well, this parcel number that's written right here, Lorelei, is the same parcel number that is on his original one.
For 52nd Street?
Correct.
Okay.
So I think he deserves a chance to get this fixed, but I think we need to fix it too.
Okay. I think we need to fix it, but, yeah. How to fix it. If we're asking for the
We want
owner,
to just table this for our next meeting.
no, we've tabled this enough. Let's do something.
Well, what are we fixing?
Well, I think we need an owner's signature, first of all, for the business.
Is that only going to pertain from this
Have a good
point
night.
forward?
Good
Or
night,
are we
Jen.
going to retroactive, try to go through everything?
I think that's gonna be from this date forward.
Okay.
Do we have that on the agenda as an item, a business permit?
No.
Just the piece, okay. We're gonna put it
We
on the agenda
potentially-
item for next month.
Well, we potentially have a meeting in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I would put our next open,
But then if we start adding stuff to it. it's
well,
not
fine,
like-
yeah, put it next month.
Okay.
We can make it retroactive. Well, yeah, in his case. But it does say the business owner has to submit it, so
And then the parcel number,
Billy Joe's gonna take care of it, so we're
Parcel
good.
number is
the parcel number is Highway 13.
Yes, that is a correct parcel number.
For Highway 13?
Yep.
So then what's the one on this one that is for 52nd Street? So this one is wrong. The
Which one?
original one that you wrote out is wrong.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's from 2024.
Let me see that. This is for this is for 13,
Maybe you had it filled out.
because it says storage units, existing, sales of materials,
I could've
sand, stone,
sworn
and
we had
gravel,
one with the.
park of excavating equipment.
When he first came in
Sales of
with
materials.
the
Yeah.
proposal for the,
This is for that
The
over
house
there.
But we still don't have map ventures that is what he's selling the materials.
Right.
Correct?
Right, because he didn't have that name. I remember because when we brought this in, yeah, now this all.
So he's got the business permit for
Yes.
Peterson Movers.
So now we gotta add to it though, because he's doing more business there. All right,
Let me look at this now.
so,
So here, I'm thinking that this was just the 52nd.
so he doesn't have the 52nd Street in there.
No, that
But
was
where
when he
does it
came in and
say-
got a sign permit.
Yeah, see, where does that say that it's the Highway 13 address?
Well, just the parcel number.
the parcel number.
Should be name of business and business
Well,
address.
it's
But,
not,
but he, when he first bought this, it was not called Map Ventures.
16th
It was called
Street.
Peterson
Yeah,
Movers.
so here I'm thinking that this is 52nd because there's no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on here.
but it says in process under business address, right?
Yeah,
That's because he was still working with
Yeah,
Osborne on
Yeah.
acquiring the land.
you're right. You're right.
He hadn't
That's-
even,
You're right.
I updated it on here so that
Okay.
it now,
Okay. But that does
So
still,
we still need the business permit for map.
well, he's,
I would say, yeah.
why can't we just write Map Venture on here?
yeah, because he just added the name.
Because there's no request for a signature anyway, so
Right.
it's just us keeping
Yeah.
track of what's going on out there. To me, he looks like he's accommodating everything.
Yeah,
If I change the name of my business, do I need to come in and fill out a new business permit?
I would just notify us so that we can update your file.
I don't think it's, and I don't want to beat the dead horse, but the owner of the property is Map Ventures. But on his sign, it does say Peterson Movers. So I think the name of his business is Peterson Movers.
So that you don't need the Map Venture.
Yeah, I'm thinking the owner is Map
Okay.
Ventures, not Peterson Movers.
Oh,
Peterson Movers
Okay.
is the name of the business.
So this is a moot point, and
Yeah, it is.
do we
Yeah.
still need to make adjustments?
We have to make adjustments on that one that Billy Joe has on file because now he's doing more business on that site than what we just have on there. According to everybody in this room.
So does
Except me, because I
does he
didn't
need
know.
a new one or no?
No, we need to call him and make sure that he gets all of his business items on there. So if you're gonna talk to him,
So
I will.
if,
Yeah.
if people change their business, add a bunch of stuff that they're doing, it's automatically approved from what we did before.
no, we just need to know about it.
They just need to have the correct name because mine has got to go rentals. I rent porta potties and wash stations, but I could rent tents and chairs.
Right.
Because I put rentals in my business. We just limited it.
Right.
I just looked out for the future in case we ever wanted to venture out.
And that idle ride, what is that called?
Oh, Rely Ride.
Relay ride. They relocated from Ranger to the highway. And they picked up something else, or they were doing something else, but we changed their location based on a phone call from them. So, yeah, I guess,
I think they're accommodating as long as the office is aware of what business is where. That's all you're requesting
Yeah.
to do because you're not charging them.
we gotta look at the intent of the ordinance. The intent is to make sure that our emergency services know what's going on in that business location. That was the intent of the
Well, and
ordinance.
I think it was also somewhat to limit
What can go on?
what can happen in residential properties. That's why.
No,
No.
the original intent was just so that when somebody walked into the building, they knew they weren't walking into a spray booth
That's what I thought.
or hazardous material, fertilizer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It wasn't involved with anything as far as residential,
Right.
commercial area or anything. It was strictly for safety.
Okay, so we take these, we file these in a binder behind a locked door where the fire department will never see them.
They get a copy once they're.
But the fire department
get it.
gets a copy
Okay.
or a notice that that business is there, and then he goes out and inspects that business.
I think we gotta stick with the intent of the ordinance, and that was to provide safety, and that's it. How does everybody else feel about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Agreed.
I'm not a board
Well,
member.
part of it is that you get your 2% off of every one that he inspects.
Okay. All right, so we got that taken care of. You're gonna talk to Mike, and we now know what's going on with the research.
He's already got a permit, we just have to update it.
Yeah, we want to know
Yeah.
if Matt Ventures is the
Yeah.
name or is it Peterson Movers?
And what does it entail?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's he doing on this?
Because with the propane tank on site now, that might be a safety thing.
That is a
You
safety.
have to,
Okay. All right, so let's go on to 16. Storage Unlimited Ranger Road site, request for 5 storage containers during the construction for the first year. So on the corner of Ranger and the highway, Ramsden Construction is putting in some storage buildings. The first storage building has a storefront, the first building has a storage front and a storefront. And he would like to store equipment to work on the building in storage containers. One of them, he wants to have an office, and then 4 of them he wants to have for the 2 years of his building permit for the first container. What he wants to store in those units are striking materials for concrete, mostly concrete items for putting in the foundation. So he's requesting 5 storage units for a space of construction for the first building, which is up to 2 years per the building approval through the state.
primary concern is for protection of equipment during construction. Until a roof is over the first building, correct?
Yes,
Or until the first building can be secured.
He needs 2 years to put up one building?
That's how long the building permit is good for, right?
that's how long a building permit is good for.
Yeah, but if first building's up, he can use the building.
Well, the situation that I understood is that most concrete people have trailers that they have their stuff in. His are in containers. So if it was just a construction trailer sitting there, there'd be no questions asked whatsoever.
Carl, that was my concern just the other day. I come by a construction site. Here's the trailer sitting there, tires under it with a tongue.
Yep.
What's the difference if he had 5 of those sitting there with his equipment in it? Or he's got, well, 4 of them, or he's got 4 of his own containers, which he owns, which
Yep.
are sitting over here, that he uses rather than having tires and a tongue on.
Yeah.
I mean, that after the fact,
Yeah.
after our meeting, this is
Yeah.
what came to my mind after seeing this one construction site, and you got the HVAC guy has got his trailer sitting there, and the carpenter's got his equipment sitting there. And what's the difference whether it's one of his Storcos or it's a construction trailer with a tongue out? That's, he could have 10 of those construction trailers sitting on site. I mean, would that be against the code or not? I don't know.
Construction trailers, I would say no.
So he's just using containers as construction trailers.
If we allow it, we're going specifically against our,
But we do allow it
We do allow.
we allow one
for, right,
for 90 days.
yeah,
Which
and
we
extensions.
offered extensions, but we allow one.
Yeah.
I have no problems with this. I actually feel we need to be more lenient, but I also, I don't like as Brian puts it, the gray areas. And I think it's pretty black and white here, what we do and what we don't allow.
And they probably won't stay